Hello, we are Two Peas in a Podcast, and this is
Reagan.
And I am Jessica, and today we're going to be talking about the 10 weirdest crimes we could find for Michigan.
Well, there was actually enough crimes for us to do all 10 from Michigan. So it's pretty exciting. I wouldn't want to miss this if I were you. And we are saddened to say this is our last episode.
Yeah, it's pretty bittersweet.
Yes. But if you guys comment down below, we might make more. I don't know. Well, if you guys have been watching all of these, because I know you have been, you should have been, you can just continue to follow. I was going to say follow, but you guys, I know you guys already followed. Well, let's get straight into it. Okay, guys. I found all 5 of my weird crimes on https://w. No, I'm just kidding. At mlive.com/news/flint/2013. I guess everything happened in 2013. But yeah, that's where I found it. So for my first one, and these are not ranked in weirdness, they're just ranked in the order I found them. So for my first one, I have a 22-year-old Flint man tried to flee on a canoe. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this. Well, Flint, Michigan actually makes a lot of sense. I was going to say, I didn't know Flint was in Michigan, but I did. But basically, a guy tried to paddle his freedom. No, he tried to paddle his way to freedom on a canoe. This guy was just not named, I guess. But when John Doe fled in a canoe from police, the police were responding to a stolen car complaint, and when they approached the man who stole the car, he took off running. Why not driving? I don't know. And the next time police saw him, he was in Kersley Lake paddling away in a canoe. Police showed that they could be resourceful too, but they opted the smarter route. They got a motorboat from a neighbor, and they quickly caught up to him. This is kind of like a theme within these episodes. It's 444, by the way, make a wish. But it's a theme in these episodes that I feel like these criminals kind of try to get away in the dumbest way possible. Like the lawnmower guy, the wheelchair people.
It always has to be the slowest type of ways to get away.
There's just the slowest way possible. But for my next one, I have a 19-year-old North Branch resident learned the hard way not to shop at a store he had broken into earlier that day. I don't understand how I would never show my face again at the store, but Lapeer County Sheriff's deputies responded to an alarm at the Whistle Stop Party store in North Branch. That's a mouthful. Around 2 a.m. May 30th. Authorities reviewed the store's surveillance video and witnessed a person wearing a mask enter the store and steal liquor and cigarettes from behind the counter. Why is it always like liquor and cigarettes? I don't know. But later that morning, authorities say a frequent customer entered the store to make a purchase, and an employee noticed that the customer fit the physical description and was wearing similar clothes to the early morning intruder. The suspect was arrested, and police recovered some of the stolen goods. They got their liquor back. But why wear the same clothes and go to a store you go to often? But for my next one, I have a Flint man learned the hard way that crime doesn't pay after authorities say. He was shot by a person he was trying to carjack. The titles are getting me. But near Hurley Medical Center, February 20th, a man was shot by the person he was trying to steal a car from. So Genesee County prosecutor David Litton said the man's luck didn't get any better when he was transported to Hurley for the gunshot wound. Because while receiving medical treatment at the hospital, the man was identified by one of the nurses working on him as the person who robbed her 2 weeks prior. It doesn't get any better than this, but it just doesn't. Karma was definitely served. But for my next one, this is the website's title, but a cross-dressing male prostitute allegedly stabbed another prostitute in the hand over $20 that was supposed to be used to buy crack cocaine. So, Flint police said in an October 10 report, an officer was on South Dort Highway at 2:38 a.m. and saw two known prostitutes fighting on the corner. A woman told police the man stabbed her in the hand with a knife after she took $20 from him to buy crack cocaine and then kept the money. She had a cut to the left hand and refused medical treatment, the reporter said. The male prostitute dropped his purse when he fled. Why $20? Why gyp someone over $20? For my last one, I have Flint police reported that a thief entered a Northside store, showed a gun, and made off with a new pair of pink boots. So, on February 28th, a store employee told police she confronted the man around 11:15 a.m. as he walked out of the store on Pearson Road near King Avenue with the pink woman's boots. She told police the man showed a gun and said, "I'm a gangster," as he left. And, that line always works. The man was seen entering a home on Pearson Road where a woman was waiting at the front door, according to the police report. Police went to the home and found the boots in a bedroom, according to the police report again. So I guess he stole them for his girlfriend or a girl he knows or someone that looks like a girl wearing boots. He stole them for somebody. Maybe he stole them for himself and then the girl was also there. Who knows? But yes, those were mine. My favorite one out of all those, I feel like the guy, it's very creative. I like the creativity of the guy trying to leave on a canoe. How he ran from the police and then found a canoe. That's just a miracle in itself. But yeah, that was my favorite one.
My favorite one was probably the guy who entered a Northside store and showed a gun and made off with a new pair of pink boots.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the fact that he said, "I'm a gangster," and then left.
That one, I feel like people, okay, there's this saying, like, oh, you're well known, you don't have to introduce yourself. No, there's a saying for something about, like, not having a big introduction, and I feel like that goes with it, if I could remember the saying, or if that's a thing, even.
So, going on to my weirdest crimes. A group of armed men chased a man into a Flint fire station and promptly demanded that firefighters turn him over to face street justice. On August 14th, authorities said that the man fled to the Flint Fire Station 6 at the corner of Pearson Road and DuPont Street.
A lot happening on Pearson Road.
Yeah. On city's north side, claiming he was being shot at around 2:45 in the afternoon. Firefighters allowed the man into the fire station and promptly locked the doors. As a small group of individuals gathered outside the station and demanded that firefighters set the man out. Firefighters saw the group was armed and allowed the man to stay inside the station until police arrived.
What were they going to do to him?
It's not as funny as I thought it was.
I think it's pretty funny that they tried to force him out to demand street justice. They said, "We are not waiting on any legal action. We are doing it ourselves."
I think the other ones I have is funnier, but so the second one is a man in a Pontiac courtroom was suspended of drug possession, and he tried to argue that his case should be thrown out because the cop who searched his pocket did not have a warrant. Prosecutors said that the officer didn't need one because there was a suspicious bulge in the pocket of the man's jacket. The defendant wearing the same jacket shows the judge his coat, which happens to have a packet of cocaine in the pocket.
Really?
Yeah. And then a man in Ferndale, he decided it would be a pretty good idea to rob a convenience store by disguising himself as no other person than Darth Vader.
Really?
Darth Vader, not Darth Vader.
No one other than Darth Vader.
And even though it wasn't too original, Darth Vader masks apparently are easy to get. he ended up putting the mask on inside of the store. He revealed his true identity to the security cameras before he even put the mask on.
Really? I would have thought he was actually Darth Vader if he didn't put the mask on in the store. No.
And then my fourth one is a Burton mobile home park had its own costume crime fighter. Until he was arrested on April 26th of probably 2013, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Burton police arrested a 36-year-old Sterling Heights man calling himself Bee Sting, a member of the Michigan Protectors Group, on charges of felonious assault and possession of body armor while committing a violent felony after he fired a gunshot during a confrontation over a loud motorcycle in Twin Meadows Mobile Home Park. Michael Odette said Bee Sting is part of the Protectors Group, which label themselves online as a group of costume activists. And then the Guinness Circuit Judge, they sentenced him to 102 days of time already served in jail and 2 years of probation for attempted assault with a weapon.
The jail time gets smaller and smaller for attempted assault.
And then the final one I have is during a demonstration to children of equipment that was inside of a police car in Detroit, a police squad car in Detroit. A man approached a vehicle and asked how their computer system worked. And obviously, because it's a random man, they asked for his ID. And when they ran his ID, he had a warrant out for his arrest from an armed robbery that happened in St. Louis.
How are these people? Why? If you had a warrant out for your arrest, I'm going nowhere near the cops.
I think my favorite one out of these has to be the Darth Vader one.
Yeah.
Because it seems like people like to disguise themselves as weird characters like Pikachu and Darth Vader and all these different characters.
Yeah, people use like character masks that like would possibly never be in that store stealing stuff. Like that's what makes it funnier. Like Darth Vader's not committing crime in like a store in Michigan. But that was my favorite one too, because the guy literally already was showing his face when he walked in and just picked up a mask. Just thought it was gonna work. Yeah, and out of all of them, let me show you something. I feel like that one still is my favorite, like out of all of them.
I think the one that the guy tried to flee on a canoe was pretty funny too.
Oh, yeah, it has to be a tie for the canoe guy and the Darth Vader guy.
Because he could have picked, like, something very fast to flee on, and he chose a canoe.
And what are the odds that, unless this was, like, a setup, that there's just a canoe there? Who's now missing a canoe? What are the odds the guy knew how to use a canoe? I guess it's not that hard, but I don't know. I've never been canoeing. If any of you guys want to take me canoeing. But with this being our last episode, my favorite weird crime out of all of them, it's got to be that one. Wait. Which one? My top couple of favorite ones, I feel like, is got to be like the first episode when I just kept going on and on about the guy being in a wheelchair. Like he was walking through the aisles of a store, but like tried to run away on a wheelchair. Who knows? My second like favorite one has got to be there was a lady who tried to run away, and she was in the roof of like a store.
Oh, I remember that one. That was hilarious.
And then another one has to be the guy who tried to break into like an Arby's or something, and was in the ceiling and then literally was stuck and had to wait for people to come and get him out. Like you've done foiled your own plan already. Well, and the guy who thought he was Alice in Wonderland and thought the caterpillar from the movie told him to like destroy this store. Who does that? Who told him to destroy it? Was it his own head? I don't know. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any more that I really liked.
I think my funniest one out of all of the ones we've done is where a Kentucky man throws a Christmas ham at the woman.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has got to be one of the funniest one. Also in Kentucky, the one that the Kentucky politician ended up getting arrested for an overdue library book.
Yeah, like
that one was funny too.
What are the odds? Actually, in elementary school, I almost got in trouble because the librarian thought I just like stole a library book, and I was like, I did not do this, and she told me I couldn't do field day, and then I told my mom, and the librarian was like, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. But yeah, they found the book. I didn't take it. Well, anything else?
Nope.
With heavy hearts, this is our last episode number 8 of the podcast. What do you have to say?
Nothing really.
Well, it's been real nice talking to all you guys. We've been reading your comments. We haven't been, but you guys should definitely leave some comments. And I can't say to tune into the next episode because there is none yet. No. Yeah, but there is no next episode. This is the last one, so you gotta rewatch all the other ones. What crime did you guys think was the weirdest also? And was there any we missed? And was there anywhere that we missed ever? Was there a weird crime in New Mexico that we never talked about?
Or even in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Any other state we could have easily missed.
Yeah, we talked about Hawaii for a minute. Does anyone know what's going on in Alaska, I wonder? Connecticut? We didn't do that one, did we?
I don't think we did.
Washington, D.C. If there's any that happened in Belgium, let us know. Germany. Sweden? I feel like Sweden's a really nice place, so probably not. If you've committed a weird crime, don't comment down below, because you're going to literally have been caught. All these people have been caught dumb ways. This has been an amazing, wonderful last episode because it's not hot in here. I'm usually like sweating in here. But it's been pretty cool. So, well, guys, this has been 2 Peas in a Podcast. I'm Reagan.
And I'm Jessica. Bye.
Bye.